How about this? How about having the title of owning the fastest CW01 on the planet?
Excellent!
What's going on, YouTube? Thanks again for tuning in to Poor Boys RC, where today I'm going to work on the Midnight Pumpkin a little bit more, the CW01 chassis. You guys have probably noticed I'm doing a lot of work on this thing right now. We've done some mods. We have the aluminum chassis installed. We've got oil shocks. We've got a nice servo. We got a brushless motor in the back. A couple more goodies in the back I'm going to show you that I recently installed after the chassis install. And I've got a few more parts up there on the shelf that I'm going to put on. And what's the purpose of all this? I think it's going to be a lot of fun if we have a little YouTuber CW01 speed challenge.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour!
Now this is just for fun, guys. This isn't for anything more than really, let's say, some bragging rights on YouTube, right? I did a bit of research. I scrolled through. I saw a bunch of guys have done speed tests with lunchboxes and Midnight Pumpkins. I saw one guy ran one on 6S a few years ago and got it going almost 80 miles per hour. That's absolutely bananas. Good for him. Definitely owns the fastest Midnight Pumpkin out there. But listen, guys, I thought it'd be a fun thing just to incorporate some of you guys that really love this chassis. This is just one of these chassis in the hobby where guys and girls just seem to love it. And you either love it or you don't. And if you don't, you're not interested in it. It's kind of funny. It handles poorly. It wheelies all over the damn place. It's a goofy, funny chassis, but it's so much fun to drive and really has no business going 80 miles an hour. But why not see how fast we can get one to go just because we can? So I'm putting that challenge out there to everybody who may be interested. I got a few names here of some of you guys that I'm subscribed to that have worked on CW01s in the past, including, but not limited to, Valone's RC, Dusty Fingers, Uncle Bob, Steadfast RC, Derek's AZ RC, Redbeard RC, Rob Brennan RC, Adams over at RC Action Australia, Adams Playground, and even Adventure Time RC. Now, I don't talk to all you guys. I talk to some of you guys. We're pretty tight, some of us. Some of us have never spoken before at all. So I think that's what's going to make this kind of fun. Bring a bit of this wacky CW01 community together and just have some fun with these things. Get outside and see how fast we can get them to rock and roll. As for rules, I think we can kind of keep it lucid for the time being. We don't need to have super strict rules, but let's say run it on whatever the heck you want to run it on. LiPo, nickel metal hydride, NiCad, whatever the heck you want to run it on. You can choose whichever tires you want to go with, whatever suspension you want to go with. It has to be a CW01 chassis. Let's put that out there. It has to be a CW01 chassis, whether you go with the plastic or the aluminum, whatever you want to go with, that's all good. You can use the wheelbase extension kits if you want to that are out there from RC Renew. I know I'm kind of stacking the cards in my favor because I have all these mods on here. I've been working at this for a little while. But that also being said, let's give ourselves to the end of October, let's say Halloween night, October 31st. By the end of October, have your speed run times in. And just you know, you guys are probably gonna make a video of it, so make a quick video, throw the link in the description box down here, and if need be, we can post them on Facebook or something like that. But I think we'll gauge what the interest level is that way. And if we need to modify things a bit, we can totally do that. But as far as rules go, again, guys, let's say whatever tires you want to put on it, go ahead and put them on. Must be a CW01 chassis. Body, put whatever body you want on there. It doesn't have to be like a lunchbox or a 50s Ford. It could be whatever the heck you want it to be. Suspension, you can do whatever you want with the suspension. As far as powertrain goes, motor ESC combo, it's totally up to you. You want to run it on 10S? Go ahead and run it on 10S. Let's see what kind of juice we can get out of this thing. And again, we're really just looking for top speed. So you'll have to be using some sort of a GPS device. No cheating, of course. Don't cheat. This is for fun. Really more for fun, for bragging rights. And I'll tell you what, to the winner, I'll send a t-shirt. How about that? I'll send you a Poor Boys RC t-shirt. So there we go. So now there's some real... Who doesn't want a Poor Boys RC t-shirt? Now there's a real reason to go spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on modifying an antiquated chassis for a free t-shirt, right? So with all that said, guys, get out there, hop your CW01s up, get them going fast, make some videos, throw the links down in the comment section below, and let's see what we can do. Sound like a plan? Let's do it. And I know I flew through that pretty quick, so what I'll do is I'll put the rules down in the description box of this video as well, so you guys have them all there for quick reference. And again, this is all just for fun, guys. This is, I really want to highlight and put that in bold, that this is just a fun little project to bring some YouTubers together that are really passionate about this goofy chassis.
Bill, my friend? Yes, Ted, my friend. This has been a most excellent adventure.
Now, with all that official stuff out of the way, I've done a few changes to this truck since we installed the aluminum chassis. So a couple small things. I'm going to go over it with you guys here today. I'm going to add another mod to it and sort of set the stage for where I'm looking to approach this speed run challenge with. I have no idea who RBI House is anyway, but they make these really slick looking tires for the CW01. And I love the branding on the side, the Bridgestone Potenza. That just looks cool. And it's just a slick tire. Now, is it gonna make it perform better? I don't know. Is it gonna make it faster or stick to the ground better than the factory chevrons would? I have no idea, but I got them, and nothing says speedrunner like a set of slicks. Oof. It smells like winning. Oof. What do you say, Charlie Sheen?
Wow, winning.
Winning. Definitely winning. Woo! So, we've got new tires, we've got suspension setup changed a little bit. Oh yeah, and one more thing I plan on doing. Come a little bit closer, I'll explain. The CW01 chassis is known for having, let's say, camber of the front wheels. That's a little on the wacky side. So I do have a camber correction kit in here from RC Renew, which does help a little bit, but it still has some pretty wacky camber. So for the purpose of this particular challenge, guys, if you want to upgrade your front camber to like Ampro Engineering, for example, he sells that really wicked front suspension kit for this where like you don't, like it fixes all the wacky camber issues. Go right ahead and do it. I'm not going to install it. I think I'm just going to put some O-rings on the inside of my front shocks and just tuck it down just a little bit. Go from here to there. And that's going to be the start of my approach to this. So pretty simple. I think it's pretty simple. Yeah. I will also mention, guys, I do have a full ball bearing kit in here. I am running a Leopard RC brushless motor and ESC. It is non-censored and it is 3,300 kVs, or what they're calling a 12 turns. So this can run on 3S, which is I think what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my first speed run at 2S, see what my benchmark is, probably pump it up to 3S from there, and see what kind of numbers we're putting down. So let's do a few little tweaks here and there, get this thing dialed in as best we can before we start putting down some numbers. So again, guys, with the option number 1 parts, I have added a few other little bits back here, which you may be noticing. This rear shock mount I just added. Now when I assembled this, you can see I used the uppermost mounting position for the rear suspension. I'm actually going to drop it down to the lowest hole right here. And essentially what that's going to do is going to tuck my rear suspension up a little bit more, reducing my ride height, but keeping my center of gravity a little bit lower. Because let's just say the CW01 can be a little tipsy. All right, guys, I got to apologize. I had to do a little bit of work off camera. So a couple images I took, guys. The shocks, the front shocks, I did lower them a little bit. So take a look here. I added 2 O-rings to each front shock to help reduce the length of the piston, therefore giving a bit of a drop effect. And you can see in this photo here how, so the shock on the left side has been dropped. The shock on the right, that's the factory location. So you can see there's quite a bit of a difference there. So, and here's the end product, and you can see how nice and flat that looks as opposed to the original. So that's interesting. So front suspension is done. It is tucked a little bit. I got the rear tires on. Look how sick those look. My God, that looks awesome. So let's get the fronts installed now with you guys hanging out with me. Oof. the potent sticky blend. These things are, listen to them in that package, boys. Holy. And I thought about gluing the tires, but I'm not going to just yet. And I'll tell you why. Reason number one, I've got a feeling we're gonna end up putting pretty big power in this thing. And I don't want to cook a gearbox. I think by having the rear tires unglued, that will allow the wheel to slip inside the tire a little bit if I have way too much power in there, as opposed to just grenading the gearbox. Hopefully the tire will just spin, or the wheel will spin inside the tire and not grenade the gearbox. Do the same on this one. You can't really put them on the wrong way because there's no tread, non-directional, and it's got the Bridgestone Potenza branding on both sides. So just go ahead and pop those bad boys on. Takes 2 seconds. And no, as you see, I'm not running foams. I don't think I need to run foams. If you think I do need to run foams, leave a comment down below, let me know. But I don't think it's really necessary. There we go. Boys, take a look at these. Yes. Let's get them installed. Ta-da! That is one bad ASS looking CW01. Holy cow, that looks so cool. Could almost drop the front a little bit more, couldn't I? So I really want to get that front down. I think I'm gonna have to take the front shocks apart again, add a couple more O-rings, because right now we're sitting like this, which isn't bad, but I still want it. I want that front right down. And what I'm really looking for is some pretty, let's get that nice and centered for you guys. I want to get some nice aggressive camber to really help keep that front end planted. I'm also going to adjust my steering rod so I get quite a bit more toe in, which should help keep the vehicle stable, assuming the front tires are ever going to be on the ground. But take a quick gander at that, guys. What do you think? That looks pretty rad. Oh, and I also lowered the wheelie bar. So take a quick look here, guys. So we do have several mounting hole options there. I use the lowest mounting position, which is about, let's see. So it's just about the height of my hex driver handle. So that's gonna help. Again, I think what the plan's gonna be with this guy to start off anyway, is gonna be a 2S lipo run. See what kind of speed we get out of it. Bump it up to 3, see how that reacts, and then start going out from there and see what you guys are going to be bringing to the table. Because I will say that there is video evidence of a guy doing 80 miles an hour in one of these things. Now, that's an older YouTube video. I don't know if that YouTuber is still around. If you are, please jump in on this and let's see. Because I don't know if this thing has any business going up to that speed. But if that's what we got to do, that's what we got to do. But let's consider this a fresh start, a fresh contest to see which one of you can get the fastest CW01 out there. And let's just have one more look at this bad boy. I am in love with how this thing looks. Boys, that is just out of control. It looks so cool. Let's put the body on it real quick here. Just give you guys a quick little visual of what you're up against. Oh my Lanta. Yeah, that is pretty boss, boys. So cool. So cool. To breathe new life into a chassis that I think I got mine in 1988 originally. So to think that it's been like 35 years or so, And to have one again and to be doing this kind of stuff with it is just so cool. So I'm really happy that I'm able to do it. I'm really happy you guys are watching and want to join in on this ridiculous project. It's going to be such a good time. So thanks again for tuning in, everyone. I really do love y'all. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It means so much. Again, 80% of you watching my videos have not hit that subscribe button. So please smash it. Give me a thumbs up. It would mean a ton. And really get me making more content that is ridiculous. Love you guys. Be excellent to each other.